Welcome back. Betsy Mayotte, the president of the Institute of Student Loan Advisors, is here to answer your student loan related questions ahead of all the payment returns. Remember, you can text your question 336-379-5775. Let's get to these questions that we have. This first one says, can a Parents Plus loan be reduced?
So federal student loans in general cannot be settled or compromised. However, if the borrower has some sort of like bad thing that happens, such as total and permanent disability or situations of fraud, there are discharges in those situations. But otherwise, the best way to reduce the total cost of your loan is to pay it off as quickly as possible or pursue one of the existing forgiveness programs.
Okay, and so that is a follow-up question. The next one is, does the SAVE plan apply to Parent Plus loans?
Well, okay. So technically, no. The short answer is no. However, there is a loophole that's available temporarily. The loophole is going to close July of 2025. But until then, Parent Plus borrowers can go through what I call the super secret double consolidation method. And it's a little complicated, so I'm not going to go into the details here. We do have a step-by-step on our website on the consolidation page. But essentially, if a Parent Plus loan is consolidated twice, then it does become eligible for programs like SAVE.
Okay, so they would need to go step by step and figure out if they can qualify for all the things that is on the consolidation page, and maybe give your folks a call to see and ask a few questions.
Well, we don't take phone calls, but we love getting emails and helping people via email.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so this next question is, how do I know if my student loan has been forgiven?
Boy, I would think that would be something that people would know, but the best way to tell is to log on to your student loan servicer's website and see if it shows a zero balance. Same for reflecting, although this isn't real time, the Department of Ed's website, studentaid.gov. It will show you if your loan's been forgiven.
All right, well, speaking of this person says, if my student loans were from like 2013, 10 years ago, and I've received no communication, how do I find my loan after all of this time? I can't remember any of the info.
Wow, okay, so it depends if it's a private loan or a federal loan. If it's a private loan, you want to look at your credit report, and you also should keep in mind if it's a private loan, the statute of limitations may have expired. Meaning they're not, if it has, and they can't do any, they can't perform certain collections on it. Federal student loans don't have a statute of limitations. So the best way to see where your loan is to log on to studentaid.gov, and that will show you where the loan is. Unfortunately, if you haven't done anything since 2013, it is almost certainly in default. So you're going to want to look into the Fresh Start program once you figure out who is actually servicing the loan right now.
Okay. I don't know. This is a question that we've never had before. I'm a registered nurse and have worked with COVID patients. We were promised at the beginning of COVID that our loans would be forgiven. I applied for the loan forgiveness, but was told I didn't pay enough months to be forgiven.
Sounds like you might be, this viewer might be conflating two different things. The beginning of COVID is when we first started to hear about President Biden's plans to do sort of some broad forgiveness. That, of course, was struck down by the Supreme Court. But there's also the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, where it actually doesn't matter what you do for a living, but if you work for either a government employer, federal, state, local, or tribal, or an eligible nonprofit, which all 501c3s are eligible, and there's some other nonprofits that also are, and you work for those organizations at least 30 hours a week for 10 years, then your balance would be forgiven at the end of that 10 years. You can find out more information about public service loan forgiveness at studentaid.gov or on our website, freestudentloanadvice.org.
Okay. This person said, I paid more on my loan than I was supposed to pay, and I'm actually on track to have an overage. What should I do? Who do I reach out to?
Well, it depends. In many cases, if you paid more because you overpaid under the income-driven plan, so you paid more than the 20 or 25 years, or you were eligible for public service loan forgiveness and you paid more than the 120 payments, they'll automatically send you a refund. Now, there's a little asterisk on that. If you recently consolidated and all your overpayments are pre-consolidation, unfortunately, you can't get a refund. Now, if you're saying you overpaid your loan because you paid it off and you think you paid more back than you should have, then you should talk to your loan servicer and ask for a payment history.
Okay, payment history. This person says, I got a loan for grad school. Am I able to apply for the SAVE program?
Yep, absolutely. That's an easy one.
I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's undergrad or grad.
No, as long as it's a federal direct loan and not a Parent Plus loan, and again, Parent Plus loans can go through that bureaucratic double super secret loan consolidation. But otherwise, then all direct loans are eligible for SAVE.
Okay. This person says, I just checked my loan balance and it stated 0. Does that mean it's been discharged?
Maybe. It's also possible to change loan servicers. So I don't want to say unequivocally that their loans have been forgiven, maybe under the one-time adjustment. It's possible the loan may have transferred. But check with your loan servicer to see which it is. I'm guessing you got the forgiveness under the adjustment. So I'm fingers crossed for you and congratulations.